Welcome, everyone. Welcome to your Spring 2025 College Essentials. We are so excited to have you here with us this morning and to welcome you to Algonquin College on Monday, May 5th. My name is Lauren, and I'll be hosting the webinar today. So next slide, please. Before we get started, I'm going to go over a few housekeeping items with you. This webinar is being recorded and will be available to watch on the AC Hub on-demand webpage in the coming days. We'll make sure to share a link for that page with you in the chat. This webinar is equipped with closed captioning if you need it. To turn on closed captioning, please select the CC icon at the bottom of your Zoom toolbar. We encourage you to engage with the college community through the webinar today by posting in the chat. Please make sure you refrain from sharing any personal information such as your home address, student number, and please make sure to act respectfully to everyone in the chat. We also encourage you to ask a lot of questions. The session today is for you. So if you have a question, please post it in the Q&A tab along the bottom of your Zoom toolbar. Questions that get asked in the chat can sometimes be missed, so please make sure to use the Q&A function. After every couple of presentations, we will pause to answer a few questions pertaining to the topics that we just covered to ensure we are answering everything that you're asking. All right, next slide. So let's go over the agenda really quickly for today. We are going to hear from the Registrar's Office in Financial Aid. We'll talk to ITS, our Information Technology Services. Again, we'll pause for a little Q&A, jump over to the International Education Center, some more Q&A, and we'll finish with Campus Services and Academic Success before answering any of those final questions that you might have. Next slide, please. So without further ado, I'm going to pass things over to Caitlin from the Registrar's Office.
Hi, everyone. My name is Caitlin. Thank you for the introduction. I'm an enrollment services representative. So I'm here to help with obviously enrollment, financial aid, and admissions. So let's go to the next slide here. And what I'm here to talk about today is access. So it is the Algonquin College Student Information System. So this is your student portal, and it has a great amount of information. We're kind of going to go through the highlights here. We'll do next slide. So one of the main functions of Access is to defer your fees. You may have heard this term before in some of your emails that we've sent you, but it's something you will have to do every single semester. Basically, it's just to let us know that you're coming back for the term or starting and that you want to be registered in your upcoming semester. And it will defer your fees, so push your fees due date till 3 weeks after your start term. And we'll go to the next slide here. And speaking of, the next step after you defer your fees is we will create your timetable. So our registration team will go ahead and register you in all your courses. And once you're registered, you'll be able to view these courses in your timetable, which will include the classroom's location and what classes you're registered in for the term. And we'll go next slide. So with us creating your timetable, sometimes life happens and we know that you may need to change it around. So luckily we have a really handy link right in your access called the Drop Add Transfer button. So if there is available options for you to change your classes around, drop them, add them, even change the section, you can do so right in your Access account if there's options for you. All right, next slide. All right, another important thing is sometimes just for your own personal records, maybe you need it for taxes or anything like that, you can print payment receipts. So any transaction you make to the college, be it credit card, online banking, Flywire, anything, we always keep a permanent record of that for you. And you can go in and print off handy PDFs for your records, and they will always be there for you. All right, next slide. A really, really common thing a lot of students need is to print certain letters. So a lot of students, especially international students, may require proof of enrollment or proof of graduation. Now, a lot of these are really popular for RRSPs, oh, not RSPs, RESPs, sorry, the retirement, the education ones. So just to prove that you are a student or have graduated with the college, you can download automatic letters right on your Access account for every term or even sometimes future terms. Um, we'll go through, I think we have a video after that kind of shows a little more, but if you're always confused, you can always contact us as well. So we'll go to the next slide. All right, and we know life happens again, so sometimes we do forget our passwords. So luckily, we have the reset right on the login page right there. It's the forgot your password kind of highlighted in red. And we also will reset it over the phone as well if you contact us directly. So we'll go to the next slide. Right, another really, really important thing that we ask you to do is to make sure that your contact information is up to date. So this is really important, especially for international students, that we have a local address on file. Well, we do use email for most of our communications. There is occasions where we do need to mail you something, especially your credential when you finish. And also make sure to have your phone number, especially a local phone number, updated because we do call you in certain situations when we can't get a hold of you through email. So please always remember to keep this up to date. And we'll go to the next slide here. All right, so this one's kind of just kind of a 180 for everything we're talking about. So a lot of students may have credits from other post-secondaries, such as another college or university inside or outside of Canada. So there's two types of transfer credits. The first one is an internal transfer credit. That is something that if you've already taken a course at Algonquin and you want to use that course for another program, essentially, you can put in a transfer of credit. This also extends to external transfer of credits, which is what you're seeing on the screen right now. So these are from other institutions. So you don't have to repeat everything you've done at a previous school, and you can apply to have that hard work counted towards a grade or a class at Algonquin. So you'll click the transfer of credit / exemption link under the courses header, and there will be a simple form that you fill out. Usually you provide us your transcript and something called course outlines from your previous school. And our departments will determine if that class is the same. And then you basically get that credit counted so you don't have to retake it. And we'll go to the next slide. And I think we have a little video here. So basically, this will kind of summarize everything we've kind of talked about here. So we're going to our Access how-to page. So if you forget anything I've said, luckily we have tutorials both as YouTube videos and written down for you. And there's also a PDF as well, so you can see the defer your fees there. And you'll see they'll open it. You know, you put in your information. So if you've never logged into Access, this is kind of what you'll see. So we're showing you here the defer fees that we talked about. And you can see you always select the term. So obviously the W stands for winter. This is a kind of an old video since it's a little, little outdated there, but you can see there's always the legal stuff that you have to read, the agreement. You'll just acknowledge that you've read it, the instructions. And it asks you again too. So it's telling you like, you know, the program fees and everything. I do recommend you read through this to make sure you're aware of all the policies and rules associated. And it will tell you can see there, it says fee request has been processed. And like I said, you can go through anything we've talked about and more on that website. All right. So this is, yeah, just the PDF version of it. If you don't like videos and you want it, you know, just to have it to read, it's showing you again here, the how-to guide. And there's our little contact information at the bottom there. All right. So yeah, that's just the link if anyone wants to copy it down to get to that how-to section. You can obviously just throw it into the search bar at algonquincollege.com as well, or anything, you can always search it. So we'll go to the next slide. All right, so just another quick resources. There's that access link that'll bring you to the homepage to sign in. Another really important resource that you'll want to know about is the academic calendar. So this outlines every important date or deadline set out by the college. So deferral deadlines, tuition deadlines, when your timetables are available, when your grades are available, and even things like when the college is closed and holidays. And then if you ever want to talk to us in person or on the phone, you can see the registrar's office contact link there. We pretty much do in person, over the phone, and basically through email. So feel free to come talk to us if you're confused about anything. We can help with admissions, registration, and financial aid, or any questions that you don't know who to talk to. We are sure to guide you. All right. I think
Thanks so
that might
much,
be the end.
Caitlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Thanks.
was great. Thank you. All right, we are going to pass things over to Gary from IT.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gary, and I'm from the ITS at Algonquin College. A part of what we do is to make your transition to college a bit easier. We are here to support students for password resets, software installs, Wi-Fi e-logins, printer support, as well as laptop and software troubleshoots, and much more. Next slide, please. One of the most important things that you will need throughout your time at Algonquin College is your network account. You will need to find your network account on your ACSIS once you have complete your registration. To sign into ACSIS, you need to enter your student number and your date of birth. You will then need to create a new PIN and security questions. After signing into Access, look for your network account info under the account section on the top left-hand side of the page, and you'll find your user ID, initial password, and email address. Next slide, please. Once you have your network account credentials, you will be able to use many of these services, such as your email, your Access ACE Secure Wi-Fi, and Brightspace. When you are trying to sign into any of your Algonquin College accounts, including the Wi-Fi, please make sure to read whether they are asking for the email or a username. If they're asking for a username, just enter the first part of your email. Next slide, please. Apps Anywhere is a software delivery application where you will have access to the software you need for your courses. You'll be able to use the app from anywhere at any time for both Windows and Mac users without having to install any software. Next slide, please. For students who will be learning from home, we have some resources here to make learning from home an easier adjustment. Please visit our knowledge base where we put together answers to some of the most frequently asked questions. Next slide, please. Lastly, our hours of operations are from Monday to Friday at 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please feel free to give us a call, send us an email, or come in person for any technical issues you may have. We are located in the basement of Building C, and we're happy to support you for your needs. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Gary. All right, we're going to pause for a couple of questions and I'm going to bring Caitlin back. Caitlin, I'm going to start with a somewhat easy one for you. So for everyone on this call today, can you tell us where they can find you? Where is the registrar's office located?
Yeah. So we are in the basement of the C building. It's pretty obvious once you see, we're called Student Central. You'll walk down the main stairs and you'll be hit with machines. You'll take a ticket or you can talk to us. But we also, like I mentioned earlier, we have our phone number with our call center, or we have a ticket system where you can submit any questions online.
Perfect. And you touched on this a little bit, but what type of services does the Student Central and the RO offer for students?
Yeah, so pretty much everything. We call ourselves the one-stop shop. We're here for both prospective and uh, already registered students. So we're here to help with admissions, registration. So some courses, especially online courses, sometimes we can help you register. We take payments over the phone, and we're also here for financial aid. So Ontario student loans, if you have questions about applying or any of the forms or requirements, we can help you with that as well.
Perfect, that's great. And then one final question: if I'm a new student coming joining on May 5th, is it too late to apply for OSAP? And if not, where can I apply?
Yeah, so luckily it's not too late to apply for OSAP. No, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you have until 60 days before the end of the term to apply. So think about it, you have several weeks into the program. So usually typically end of May, early June is when the deadline is. But you can always check on the OSAP website. But no, definitely we keep it open for a while.
Okay, perfect. And then finally, if I wanted to look into any grants or bursaries, can I apply for those for starting this semester, or do I have to wait to the next one?
So at this time, you would have to wait till the next semester. We do it quite early. Now, if you're on your Access, we didn't have a slide for this, but there is the bursaries portal right on your Access account that will tell you what time it's open. I'm not sure the exact times now, but our academic calendar should have it that I talked about. It's quite a window. I believe it's about a month we keep it open, and it's a one form that you'll fill out, and you'll be we put in the application, and it will put you for every bursary available for you.
Okay, that's great. So we'll keep that calendar link handy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Gary, a couple questions for you. So if I had questions for IT, you touched on your hours. Do I have to make an appointment with ITS or can I just show up?
There's no appointments, so you can just come in person or just give us a call. We can also get emails. So our email address would be 5555@algonquincollege.com. Our extension is 5555, and then you can just come in person for
Okay,
any in trouble in-person troubleshooting.
great. And can you remind everyone where you're located?
We are located in the basement of Building C, right next to the registrar office.
And I know sometimes getting connected on the college network can be a little tricky for new students joining us. So do you have any info booths available for that first week of college?
Yes. So the first week of college, we have ITS booths in the building C as well as building H. And you're going to be there for the whole week. So you can just come in the morning when you get to campus, and then we can help you troubleshoot.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gary. All right, we're going to head back into the presentations now, and we're going to pass things over to Sue from the International Education Center.
Thanks so much, Lauren, and welcome to all our international students that are joining us here. Welcome to Algonquin College, and we look forward to meeting you once you're here in Ottawa and start your studies with us at Algonquin College. So the International Education Center is also located in Student Central. We're just sort of around the corner from where the registrar's office is. So you can contact us by email. We also have a website. We're on social media, so we'd really like you to follow us on our Instagram page and our Facebook page. Next slide, please. So some of the support services that International offers for new incoming students, we offer arrival services where it picks you up at the airport, helps you get settled into your accommodation, maybe helps and also takes you open up a bank account. So maybe perhaps some of you have already taken advantage of that. Our office also provides guidance and support with your immigration documents, anything related to your study permit, your work permit, like your co-op internship work permit, or your work eligibility either on or off campus once you're here with us. We offer settlement workshops, resources. Hopefully, some of you have already taken advantage of our Succeed in Canada series that was just wrapping up this week. We're also offering student orientations, both for academic programs and our English for academic purposes, which I'll talk a little bit later in another slide. We have support for the GuardMe health insurance. Then, if you need to withdraw or possibly change any of your programs, we're here to help you walk through that process as well. Next slide. So, for students that are in academic programs, we also offer some peer tutoring support. So, that's if you're struggling in some of your courses. Please don't wait until, halfway through the semester. Please reach out if you do need support. We're here to help you, and we want to make sure that you're successful all the way to your graduation. We also have many events and cultural activities that we offer to new incoming students. We have an International Education Center calendar. So there's a calendar of events so you can check our calendar events, and that's what'll show you all of the events that are happening. We're running social insurance clinics. So a social insurance number is something that you will need if you're planning on getting part-time employment once you start your studies. So you need to bring your passport, your study permit, the original documents. You don't need to book appointments for that. You just show up, and then we have representatives from Service Canada, which is the government agency that issues the social insurance number for international students. And we also run information centers with CRA. CRA stands for Canada Revenue Agency. So they run a couple of workshops for us. One is related to scams, and the other one is related to filing income taxes as an international student here in Canada. Next slide, please. So the iSent is an app that we've specifically created and developed for our international students. So if you have not already done so, we strongly encourage you to download this either on your smartphone or your Android. Just go to the App Store on your phone, download the app. If you don't see your program listed there for Algonquin College, that's no problem. Just choose any other program to be able to download the app. It's a great tool and resource to have lots of information at your fingertips. You can check out the events calendar. We have a tab there that takes you directly to our immigration resource page, health insurance. So there's lots and lots of valuable information on the iSent app. Next slide, please. So we also have a team of international student advisors. I'm one of the international student advisors. We are a team of 5 international student advisors. We're all here to advise and guide on immigration, IRCC documents, as I mentioned earlier, your study permits, your work permits. So anytime you need to meet with one of us, we're all licensed. We either have our RISIA or our RCIC licensing, which means that we're allowed to give legal guidance to our international students as it relates to like their co-op internship work permits, post-grad, study permits, how it affects you if you drop to part-time status. So you can either book an appointment with us virtually, or we do have offerings of face-to-face, or you can also, we run Q&A sessions. So again, all that information is at your fingertips. So please take advantage. And if you need to book an appointment with us, we'd be happy to meet with you. Next slide, please. So the orientation, our orientations are up and coming next week on Tuesday. If you have not already done so, please register for the mandatory international student orientation. The orientation offered on April 29th is a virtual session from 9 in the morning till 11. It is for international students starting academic programs. So any academic program at Algonquin, you'll be attending the International Student Orientation. If you're in the EAP program, which is our English for Academic Purpose program, that orientation is scheduled for Friday, May 2nd, and it is an in-person event. So you just need to register for one of those events, not both of them. Next slide, please. So as an international student also automatically enrolled at Algonquin, you will also be enrolled automatically in our mandatory health insurance. The health insurance plan is run by GuardMe, and GuardMe is the plan that covers all international students. When you come to the international orientation, there will also be an in-depth presentation from a GuardMe representative that will talk more in detail about the program and the services that are provided. So just watch your email. You will receive an email to your personal email on file that you used for your application, and then you will receive your GuardMe health insurance digital card. So just keep an eye on your insurance, or sorry, your email, and you'll receive an email from GuardMe probably early next week with your health insurance coverage. Next slide, please. So, and as I mentioned, if you are struggling in some of your courses, the International Center will support you with 10 hours of free peer tutoring. All you'd need to do is submit a letter request, tell us which course that you might be struggling in. For example, let's say you're in computers and you're having difficulty with one of your computer courses, then just submit a request. We will provide you with a letter with the 10 hours of free peer tutoring support, and then you'll be matched with a student in the upper level to help and guide you with that, help you get successful with that course. Next slide, please. And yeah, perhaps some of you have already taken advantage of our AC Cafe and our Succeed in Canada webinar series that just wrapped up last week. There are recordings now that have been posted in your AC Cafe Brightspace. So there's different courses there if you weren't able to attend some of those webinars. There's some on how to find housing here, immigration and working in Canada, financial literacy, tips on academic success. So if you have not attended some of those webinars, then please go ahead and watch some of the recordings. Next slide, please. So the International Education Center, we also offer a lot of events and activities. We partner with many of the other services and locations on campus. So keep an eye on your email. We do send out a bi-weekly newsletter and we highlight any of our upcoming events. So you can register for any of those events. Most of the events are free. Sometimes there is a small fee. And again, please either follow us on social media, our Instagram page or Facebook, because this is where we're also posting lots of information about our upcoming events. And I believe that's my last slide. Yep. So I just want to wish everyone well and lots of success in your courses. And we look forward to seeing some of you next week at our orientation session. Over to you, Lauren.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Sue. That was great. Looks like the our C basement is the hub for all the action there. It's where you find the RO, it's where you find the IUC, and it's where you find ITS. So great to have all of you in one spot. You touched on it briefly, but you mentioned that the International Student Orientation is mandatory. Can you go over a little bit of what you'll cover in that session?
Sure. So it's a 2-hour session and we have various presenters. So for example, we will be doing an information session related to IRCC. So anything you need to know related to your study permit, your work permit, and how that will affect you, if you happen to drop to part-time status. So it's an in-depth session run by one of our international student advisors, Michelle Cameron. Then we have guest speakers. So we have someone from, as I mentioned earlier, GuardMe. There will be somebody from our security office that talks about the supports and services they offer on campus. And then we highlight some of our events and activities. You'll get to meet all of the other ISAs and the support team that's there in the International Center as well.
Perfect. That's great. And you also touched on the SIN clinics that you'll be running. Can you remind me what I need to bring to those sessions?
Sure. So our first SIN clinic, they are all running from 9 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon over in the ACE building. It's over in CA 103. You'll need to bring your physical passport and your study permit. So you need to bring both those in-person documents. You don't require an appointment. You just come with your documents, and they will just verify that you have the instructions and authorization from IRCC that allows you to work either on or off campus, and then they'll issue you a social insurance number.
Okay, great. And then finally, I know there's a ton of great events always happening on campus, but if I'm an international student, is there a way I can meet other international students? And what types of events does the IEC host?
Well, our main big event that we do every start of term, there's new international student social. So that's scheduled for Friday, May 2nd. So that is an excellent opportunity to come. We've got food, other international students, alumni that are there. So you'll be able to meet other international students from your program. And then throughout the semester, we do coffee breaks. We do financial webinars. Sometimes there's popcorn or movie nights, excursions that are sometimes run in conjunction with AC Hub. So there's really a wide range of events and activities on our calendar.
That's great. Thanks so much, Sue. There's always a ton of great events happening. So I encourage everyone to check
Exactly.
out the event
Exactly.
calendars.
And even AC Day 1, so you're going to go to the International Student Orientation, which is next week on the 29th. Then the first day of classes, there's lots and lots of wonderful events for all incoming students at AC Day 1, where we encourage you also to attend your academic orientation.
Yeah, that week is a hub of fun events. We're looking forward to it. Okay, thanks so much, Sue.
No
Let's
problem, thanks.
let's jump back into the presentations, and I'm going to pass things over to David with Campus Services.
So my name is David Hall, and I work for Campus Services here. We'll move to the next slide, and I will show you what we're going to be talking about today. There we go. So campus services are the things that you see on the screen here. And think of it as all those little things that help make the college come alive when you're right here at the Ottawa campus. So that includes our food service, our retail. If you need to print documents for your resume or your assignments, we've got you covered on that front. Parking, card, transit pass, lockers, and residence. So if you have any questions about those, now's a good time to add it into the Q&A tab, but I'll likely answer a number of those as we go through these slides. So next slide, please. So the first thing that you can do, and you can do it today to get ready to have a great start to your year, is take steps to get your AC card and UPass. So you'll see on the screen, that is your student card. That is what we call an AC card right here. And you see the front, the image on the left, and you'll see the back, which is the image on the right. And you might notice a little tiny bus on the back of that card, and that indicates that it serves as your unlimited use transit pass for eligible full-time students here in Ottawa and across the river in Gatineau. So unlimited rides during the semesters in which you are a student. Now, as I'm speaking, you might see some messages in the chat from Corey Elliott. She's a member of our team, and she'll be providing links to you to help you make your way through these topics. So really important to get this card. Not only is it your transit pass, you can use it for access to classrooms, laboratories, pay for stuff at our retail shop to enable your printing and also your meal plan. So this card is really powerful. And the only thing you need to do to get it started is upload a photo to our photo portal, and the links are on the screen and in the chat. And then from there, just follow the instructions, come to see us when you arrive on campus, and we will print your card and you'll be off and running. So next slide, please. There's always a great spot to eat on campus. Summer, we tailor our offerings to the amount of students. And so in the fall, it grows a little bit. But when you arrive here on campus, you would expect to see these locations opened. Our Marketplace food court, that is right in the heart of campus. And that's what some people call our main cafeteria. Has a variety of different stations. You can get everything from poke bowls to burgers, poutine to pizza, and then a chef's special every single day. There's a salad bar for breakfast. There's a salad bar throughout the day as well. So this is where you get a big variety of options, and that's open all summer, along with these other ones as well. So the Fix Eatery will be open. And then when you arrive here in May, Tim Hortons and Booster Juice, some familiar names, will be open on campus here. So there's always a good spot to get something to eat. Next slide, please. So campus store, you will find this right beside our main cafeteria at the heart of campus as well. So I love this spot because this is the spot you can get your AC gear. So your sweaters, raincoats, drinkware, t-shirts, for our sports team, the Wolves gear. We've got it all, hats. You can get your AC branded gear here. You can buy it online or in store. But this is also where you get your course materials. So by now you likely would have received your timetable. And if you have a timetable, you can go to our book list, which is that URL right on the screen there, thecampusstore.ca/booklist. And that gives you a customized, one-of-a-kind course materials list that is specific to you and specific to your program this semester. So this was put together by your faculty members, so your professors, your teachers, of the books that you are required to purchase and the ones that are recommended. So they're all right here in one spot. You can review them. And then right within Booklist, we offer very often a print copy, a digital copy, or a combination of both. If we have it, it will be offered through our book list. And sometimes we sell some used books as well, which brings the price down just a little bit. So book list is great because it's it's curated by your professors. It's the books you absolutely will need for this term. And it's one easy shopping experience. So you add them to your cart. We've all done that. We go to checkout and you can either select it to pick it up in store, which is what most students do. Or if you're ordering today, you can have them shipped to you anywhere in Canada free for this month. So you might want to get on top of that. This is the second thing you can do today. So first is upload your photo. Number two is order your course materials. Then when you arrive here for all the fun on AC Day 1, you've got your business taken care of and you can have a great time getting to know the college. So moving along. So as you get into the semester, you might notice you will need to print some items, and we've got you covered on that front. So any student who has paid the full IT fee has a $13 print balance enabled on their student card. And what that means is it gives you every semester the equivalent of 100 black and white prints from our printers across the campus. So we have 150 printers from end to end of our campus, and it's really quite easy to use. So once you get some software installed on your device, you send your print job to AC Print, and then you walk up to any one of those printers, you take your AC card, you tap it on the printer, like the photo was showing here, and guess what? Your printing prints out right in front of you there. So it's very easy to use our printing. And if you need more printing, that's just fine. You can add some AC cash to your card, and you'll be able to continue to print throughout the semester. One more reason why getting that AC card is rather important. It enables your print balance, which will be waiting for you when you arrive here in May. Moving on. Some students choose to drive to campus, and that's great. We have a lot of short and long-term parking options available for you. So I always recommend that you take a look at your schedule, and then you determine how many days you'll be on campus. And now if you're on campus 3 days or more, generally a monthly or annual pass is the most cost-effective way. But if you're on campus a little bit less, you can look into our hourly or daily parking options. The great thing is on our website, algonquincollege.com/parking, we have something called the Parking Options Selector, and it asks you just a couple of questions about the nature of your time on campus throughout the semester. And then it gives you a recommendation of what permit would be best for you based on what would be the most cost-effective or cheapest way to park on campus. So you'll go through that process, and once you purchase your permit, you'll be asked to enter your license plate into the system, and that serves as your parking pass. Now, it's really important, as you might know, to put the correct license plate in. So if you get all 7 letters, but one of them is in the wrong spot, that will still result in a parking infraction. So it's really good when you're purchasing this to take that extra time to make sure that your permit is exactly listed as it says on your license plate. So moving along from here. Summertime, you'll be joining us, and we make it easy to ride your bike to campus as well. Over 700 bike spaces available to park and lock up your bike. Some of them are covered for not so great weather. And then we also have free to use bicycle repair stations across campus from end to end. There's 3 that you see right here on the screen, and you'll be easily able to find them when you're on campus. They're big and they're green, and they have all the tools and a inflator attached to them as well. So we do encourage folks to ride to campus if they're close or they're inclined to do so. You can access campus through a variety of multi-use pathways, especially if you're coming to campus from the north. But it is a rather accessible way to bike to and from campus. So next slide, please. Renting a locker is easy and is really, really convenient for a price of just $21 per term. Now, that's not $21 a month. That's $21 for the entire term to store your books, your lunch, your boots, your jacket, whatever it might be, right here on campus. So the rentals will become available next week, as you see, April 28th. That's a Monday. And it's really quite easy. You go to algonquincollege.com/lockers and you make your selection. You navigate to rent a locker. You get to select your building, then you get to select your floor, then you get to select your exact locker. Now, if you're the kind that wants to know exactly where your locker is, we have floor-by-floor maps on our locker's website. It's called our locker locator, and you should be able to find out the vicinity of your locker right from there. If not, when you arrive on campus, you can ask somebody with a name tag, just like this one here, and we'll be able to point you into the right direction. So always happy to help. Now, the next slide, please. So that wraps up our quick presentation about campus services and some of the things that make campus life come alive when you arrive here. If you want to keep up with us now and through your duration at Algonquin College, please follow us on social. The one we're most active on is Instagram. You can see it right there at the top of the list. If you want to be the first to know about our sales, promotions, discounts, all that fun stuff going on, scan that QR and you can sign up to our mailing list. And we mail just a couple times a semester. It's not an every week sort of thing. So we won't be badgering you, but when we email, we do have something important for you to check out. So thank you. And that's everything from Campus Services.
Thanks so much, David. That was great. We are going to jump right over to Melissa right away, and then we'll come back with a few more questions.
Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Melissa, and I work with the Academic Success Department, and we are also located down in Student Central, right across from the Registrar's office. So similar to what Lauren said, it is a very busy and vibrant place down here, so you're welcome to come down and visit us at any time. So what I'm going to do today is just give you a brief overview over about some of the people within your academic department that you can contact should you have any questions about your academics or ways to get help if you're falling off track. So I'm going to ask to move to the next slide. So specifically, we're going to talk about the people in your academic circle of care. So there's certain people that can answer certain questions depending on the nature of your question, and we're going to go through some of these right now. So next slide, please. So specifically, we're going to talk about your program coordinator, your academic advisor, your student success specialist, and then the student integration officers. And those ones are located centrally here in the Academic Success Center. All right, so next slide. So right now we're going to talk about the program coordinator. So they are a faculty member that is in your program, and they can help you with program-related questions. You're also very likely going to meet them on AC Day 1 at your program orientation. If you drop a course and you need to understand how this is going to impact your program moving forward, your program coordinator would be your first point of contact. They can answer specific questions about your program. If you need to drop a course, like I said, they can help you develop a plan to take it again if you need to. And then helping guidance on understanding your program progression, including prerequisites and when you need to take certain courses before you're able to take other courses. All right, we'll go on to the next slide. Next, we have your student success specialist. Also, you're probably going to meet them as well on AC Day 1. They'll drop into as many program orientations as they can because they are responsible for more than one program. So they can help identify services that might be useful to you and help you connect with them if you're not sure how to connect with them. If you're thinking about withdrawing from your program after the first 2 weeks of your program, or after the first 2 weeks that you started in the spring, sorry, or you're facing some challenges to your studies and you're not sure where to turn, you can reach out to your student success specialist to discuss options. They can give you information about services, they can help you get a referral to services for further help, and they can discuss other notable situations that might be impacting your studies. All right, next slide. And then within your program, the last one we're going to talk about today is your academic advisor. So they're, again, usually a faculty member, and they are in your program, and they're a subject matter expert within the field of your program. So they can help you decide on academic goals, make a plan to achieve those goals, as well as discuss some options for you after graduation. So whether that's going right into the field or if you're considering further study. All right, and lastly, I'll go to you the next slide, please. Lastly, we've got the student, sorry, I skipped a slide there. It's my bad. Sorry about that. We have the student integration officers. So they're centrally housed here in the Academic Success Center, and they can help you with a variety of questions and refer you to the right department if you're really just not sure where to turn. If you're getting information about wanting to start a new program, so maybe you're interested in a different one at Algonquin, they can help you get started on that path, as well as to find out which service to access depending on your needs. Just going to plop that as integration officer link into the chat, and then we'll go on to the next slide. You've probably gotten an email about the AC Cafe at this point, but I'm going to plug it again here because this is a course within Brightspace that allows you to kind of play around with our learning management system, which is Brightspace. So you're going to be using Brightspace to access all of your courses, maybe even take some quizzes and utilize some of the content. So the AC Cafe is giving you an opportunity to do that without actually being in a course yet. You can access a ton of different modules. I'm going to have you go to the next slide, please, just to cover a few of them. International students, you have a specific module that helps cover a lot of information specific to you. Things to do before starting your program. So this is something you can get started right now. Getting an overview of Algonquin technology, how to avoid academic misconduct, understanding and managing your timetable as another example, mental wellness, and even just navigating the Ottawa campus. So there's tons of different modules on there. You can complete all of them or even just some of them, the ones that you want to at this time. And yeah, definitely recommend taking a look at it. It is very detailed, and you can also reach out to us if you have any questions throughout any of that module. Okay, last slide. For me, we're going to talk about the spring 2025 program orientation. So this is coming up on AC Day 1. Most regularly scheduled classes for you, so if you're brand new to the college, they will be suspended on May 5th. So that way you have the full day to attend your program orientation and then also attend any of the academic supports and workshops that are happening throughout the day. Your regular class schedule begins on May 6th. So definitely it's a great idea to attend your program orientation. You can learn valuable information about your program, connect with your program coordinator and some professors, meet your classmates, and then get answers to any specific program questions that you have. The schedule will be posted soon on the AC Day 1 website, and then your program coordinator is going to also email you with details about your program orientation soon. All right, and that lastly, just our quick little plug for our website. You can find links to the AC Cafe, how to connect with your program coordinator, academic advisor, student success specialist on there, and any of the other great learning tools and resources we're offering. So welcome to Algonquin. We're really looking forward to having you, and we'll look forward to seeing you on May 5th.
Thanks, Melissa. That was great. All right, we are going to wrap up with a couple final questions for today. So if you guys have any, make sure to drop them in the Q&A. I'll check that before we wrap up, but let's stick with you, Melissa, for a couple more minutes. And I'm gonna ask, if I don't already know, how do I find out who my program coordinator is?
Yeah, no problem. So I plugged it into the chat, I think for everyone here, but it's if you go to our academic success website and you click under your academic circle of care, it'll ask you whether you're an on-campus or an online student, because there are different people to contact depending on if you're taking your program through AC Online or taking it through the on-campus. And then once you do that, it's going to ask you, do you want to contact your program coordinator, your student success specialist, or your academic advisor? And then once you click on which one you want to contact, you type in your program and it'll list the person right there for you. Oh, you're on mute.
You would think I would learn by now. But you also touched on this briefly. If I haven't yet seen any information about when my program orientation will be, should I panic or should I just keep waiting?
Definitely don't panic. In fact, we just finalized the schedule and details earlier this week. So you should be getting some information from your program coordinator soon. And if you don't see anything in the next week or so, you can always reach out to them. I'd say by early next week, if you haven't seen any email, definitely reach out to them. Or you can also look on the ACDA website. Program orientation schedule will be uploaded there once it's available, which will be soon.
Soon. Awesome. Okay. And then one more question for you. You touched on a lot of great resources in the AC Cafe. How do I go about joining that?
I think I also posted the link in there too under it's Academic Success LibGuides, AC Cafe. Once you click on that link, the great thing about the AC Cafe is there is a specific one for every campus. So if you're at the Ottawa campus, the Perth or the Pembroke campus, or AC Online, there's a specific AC Cafe for you. So you just click on that and it'll show you how to log in through your Brightspace credentials. Very
Perfect. Thank
easy.
you.
No problem.
That's great. And then I'll just pass it over to David for a couple questions before we wrap up today. David, do I need to make an appointment for my AC card, or do I just need to submit my photo online and then come visit you guys?
Yeah, great question. So step one is to submit that photo online. You can do that today. And then our team will take a peek at it, make sure that it'll work for your card. And there are some instructions throughout the submission process. And then we'll send you an email to the email address that you include with instructions on how to pick it up. And the great thing is there's no appointment needed. So the email will say, congratulations, your card is now ready to be picked up. Please come see us in room E120, which is right beside Starbucks, in the student commons. So no appointment needed. Just make sure you submit that photo, and you'll be well set.
Perfect. So that we can grab a coffee and then go pick up our card.
Yeah.
There's been a couple questions about the AC card and the UPass. I know our friends from OC Transpo will be on site on AC Day 1, Monday, May 5th. But can you tell us a little bit more about the AC card? Can I start using it immediately to ride public transit?
Yeah, so the transit pass starts on May 1st. So if you do get your AC card plus UPass this week, you will have to wait till May 1st to start riding. And then you can use that all the way to the end of the month of the semester when we end, so August. But all of the other features will start to work immediately. So you'll be able to use AC Cash, Print, all of that other stuff works as soon as you get it.
Okay, great. And then if I was to put money on my AC card or AC Cash on my card, can I use that card across campus at multiple areas if I wanted to eat in the cafeteria, or is it only good for specific things?
Yeah, the answer is yes. So it works in all of our food service locations. It works in our retail store. It works for printing. So we do have a website that outlines all the little areas, but the short answer is yes. You will be able to use your AC Cash. And if you have a parent, guardian, or loved one who might be worried about your finances, cool thing about this is that parents have a login to AC Cash and they can add to your account as well. So maybe something you want to mention, a link that you could share for some parental money coming your way. And the cool thing is they don't get to see your balance. They don't get to see what you spend it on. So that's remained confidential with our students. They just get to give you some more money. So that's used quite often by our students.
Yeah, that's a great feature. Awesome. Thanks so much, David. Those are all the questions I have for you. And I don't see any more live questions in the Q&A, so we are going to go ahead and wrap it up there for today. I want to thank everyone for their time, especially all of our panelists for sharing that great information. As a reminder, if you would like to rewatch this webinar, it has been recorded and will be available on the AC Hub on-demand page in the coming days. So we'll make sure to share a link for that. And then if you haven't already done so, please make sure to register for AC Day 1 coming up on Monday, May 5th. We have a lot of really great resources available that day, as well as social activities coming up on May 6th and 7th for all of you to join in. We are so excited to welcome you to campus, and we thank you again for joining us today. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.